Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Happy New Month and Happy Independence, everyone. I missed everyone. I missed everyone. I missed you guys. I missed everyone. How are you guys doing today? How are we doing today? Oh, I'm looking at the comments. Good evening, Jumoke. Happy Independence. Awolumate Ayo. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, Vivian. Good evening. Good evening. Lauren Shaw, good evening. I missed everyone here. I missed you guys. Good evening. How's it been? How's it been? How's it been? How's it been? Good evening, Jumoke. How's it been? And first off, let me do a public apology. Like I know a number of you have been trying to reach out to me, called me, sent me DM. I'm so sorry. I'm working on. I actually responded to a number of people I could, but there's just a limit to the number of people I can respond to. I sincerely apologize, right? I sincerely apologize, but I'm working on how I can be more flexible in that sense, so that I can answer everybody. I don't know if that is possible, Sha, but just accept my sincere apology. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Vivian. Edith, good evening. Happy Independence, everyone. So I hope my apology is accepted. Basically, I will try my best to respond to everybody. To those who have somehow been able to find my number, be dialing me. I would also try to reach out to everyone. Apologies. And again, I'm a bit under the weather, so just pardon me. The energy might not be as much as usual, but then I will try my best. You people will give me joy, and I'm able to get some energy from everyone. So good evening. So I think we'll just shoot. We'll just shoot. Or before we just shoot, so that I don't just keep spraying my bullets. So far, how has it been? What have you learned so far? Yeah, it did. I'm here again. Thank you, Victoria. So what have you learned so far? What have you learned so far? How has it been? How has it been? How has it been? Just give me like one or two tips. Let me learn from you people before we go into our conversation for today. So while I'm waiting for your comments, right? There are two sides to our conversation today, right? There's a side that is very interesting, and there's a side that seems to be a bit, would I use thoughtful? But then trust me, I'll find a way to make it very interesting uh, and of course, just give me a minute. All right. Centered around metrics. Okay, general speaking has been insightful. Great, great. How to use Jira. Interesting, exciting, and busy. Yeah, it has to be busy. Uh, who else is telling me how their journey has been? Who else? Who else? I'm looking at you guys. Oh, who else? I'm waiting to see. Where are the other people? There are certain people that I observe that would usually be in class. Where are they? Where are they? I'm not seeing them. Where are they? Oh, where are you guys? All right, today I will be talking about uh SaaS pricing model and fundamental. Now, now, calm down. I know that English is long. SaaS pricing and fundamental. That English is very understand. But calm down. Calm down. So let's break it down into bit by bit. What we are just saying is that first off, does anybody in class? It hasn't been easy. Oh, sorry, but it's what it. Yeah. All right, great. Okay, where they went to international kick. All right. So look at this subject, this topic. I know the grammar is much, right? SaaS pricing model and fundamental, right? Now forget about the English. Forget about the English, but forget about the English. Now, do we know what SaaS is? Let me even ask before I go into. Do you know what SaaS is? The meaning of SaaS? Anybody? Anybody? The meaning of SaaS? SaaS. Anybody? Do you know the meaning of SaaS? Before I give you my own bit, who knows the meaning of SaaS? Oh, you don't. All right. Oh, no idea. All right. Oh, okay, 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 okay. All right. SaaS simply means software as a service. Thank you, Jumoke. Software as a service, right? Software as a service. So we are looking at how you are going to. All right. Thank you. Thank you. So we are looking at how you can do your pricing, right, for your software as a service. Now, let me look for a simple way to explain that. Now, software as a service is usually uh, an application, right? A software that is delivered to you remotely that you can access remotely. What do I mean? Uh, so you can. I'm thinking of a way to rather simplify this for you. So think of. Uh, Let me say. I think I have a definition here. Let me go to that first before I break it down. So in my slide, I say software as a service deliver software application over the internet on subscription basis. All right. I have said what is on my slide. Now, just think of okay, let me give you an example. This is the example. Who remembers when we were using Microsoft Word and you have to go and buy the disk, right? You have to buy the disk, install it on your laptop, right? Install it on your laptop before you can get to access it. Now, when you talk about software as a service, that means that this software, you don't necessarily have to install it this time. You don't have to install it. You can access this software over the internet. You can access it remotely on subscription basis, right? Example is the Microsoft 365. You know that there's this Microsoft Word that you go and buy in Alaba Market, if you remember those days. You have to install it on your PC for you to be able to access it, right? But now, when you talk about software as a service, you don't necessarily have to install anything. All you just need is you have your internet and you're able to access that software. I don't know if that's clear. Is that clear? You want me to further break it down? Is that clear? Is that clear? Oh, you miss those days. So you want those stressful days where you can where you have to go and buy disc. All right. So are we clear? Are we clear? Do you want me to break it a little bit further? All right, great. So when you think of software as a service, right? Just think of it this way, that this is a software application, right? But then I can access it over the internet. I can access it remotely. I don't have to install. I don't have to. So examples of these things is, like I've mentioned, Microsoft 365. Your Gmail is an example. Jira is an example of a software as a service. What other thing? Asana is an example of software as a service, right? These applications can be accessed without having to install them, right, into your devices. Okay, someone wants me to explain better. Okay, let me come again for the case of that person. Now, software as a service is one way that you can, deliver your software over the internet. Like I've said, you don't have to go and buy, right? You can access it online. For example, you can use that software. I don't know if you get it. Now, it solves a problem, but then you can see anywhere, anytime, once you have internet access. Now, let me think of another example I can use. So think of, okay, it's clear now, right? Thank you. Canva. Canva is a software as a service, right? You can access Canva online. All you need an internet. Sorry, did I say an internet? You need internet, and you need an access to the internet. That's all you need, and you access the software. Now, other than you having to go and buy, install. Oh, you can't see the screen. Don't worry, I'm going to enlarge it. So, but just listen to me. I want you to understand first before we go into. There's a lot of English in this slide, but then I want to share basically. I want to try to simplify it in words. Then, from my own personal experience, I share with you guys, and I think everybody is fine. Before we start diving deep into all of these things, right? So, software as a service, I just think of it as a software that you can access without having to install it. Like you don't need to carry any device, carry any drive, try to install anything. Software as a service is a software that you can access remotely, right, over the internet on subscription basis. You understand? Now, other than having to install Microsoft, or just think of Microsoft 360, you can log into Microsoft Office, do anything with your Microsoft Word without having to install the MS Word. Do you get now? Do you get? So it's just software application, right, that you can access over the internet. Are we clear now? Yes, Jira is also a software service. All you need to access Jira is your internet. You don't have to install Jira. You don't have to install Jira. Are we clear? Are we clear before I proceed? Are we clear? Oh, all right. Thank you. So I want you to confirm to me that you are clear before we start to dive deeper. So, good evening, Funke. Are we clear? If you are clear, just say I'm clear so that. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. Thank you, Amaka. Thank you for Laurenshore. Okay. Okay. Well, good. So if you know you are clear, right? Give me examples of software as a service. On Splash. Okay. 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 Remita. Thank you. Teams, thank you, Esther. Thank you. Thank you. Figma and Notion. Thank you. Thank you. Google Docs. Thank you. Zoom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Becky. Thank you. So I'm happy now that we understand Slack. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Google Meet. Thank you. Oh my God. My head. Thank you very much. Now I think we can now go. Okay. We're talking about before now think of it. Just cast your mind back, right? Cast your mind back. Cast your mind. Yes, we do. We do have softwares that are not that are still not as a service. Too, we still do have them. Telegram. Yeah, thank you. So most. Oh, I'm breaking. Oh, sorry. Am I still breaking now? Oh, my line is breaking. Oh, this is bad. I should be good now, please. Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, thank you. So I was trying to tell you that, in fact, a lot of people have now started to move towards that route of software as a service. Thank you. Thank you very much. Adosu. So, Adedosu rather. So, software as a service there are software applications. Now, before now, to access software applications, you need to go and you don't know what we are talking about. Oh my God. All right. You will get it, Shinri. Just hold on, you'll get it. You probably joined late. So software as a service, right? Before now, softwares, for you to access softwares, right, you have to maybe buy a disk, they have to install, you understand, before you can use them. Now, let me take you back, right? For example, your PlayStation, because I've used the example of the Microsoft Word. When you have to buy the hard drive, come and install it, do all those ceremonies just to be able to access Microsoft Word, the software itself. Now think of your PS. You go and buy that disk, you install it, you install the disk before you can access that software. But now software as a service, right? What it does is that same software application that you're trying to access, right? That same software you're trying to access, you can access it, and all you just need to access it is internet, right? And you have to on a subscription basis, right? So for those who are lost, I believe that, I mean, I don't want us to keep dragging back. You would always have access to this and go over it again, right? And please, let's just follow me. Let's follow me, please. Follow me. Thank you. So, having understood what Saas is, right? Now, I want to look at how to go about pricing. You understand? If you have built a SaaS platform, you want to know how you can go about setting up pricing for that platform you built, right? What you should consider so that you can know what pricing to be attached to that platform that you built, right? So, a lot of time, and I'm going to talk of my slide, right? Can you still hear me, please? If you can still hear me, let me know. Can you still hear me? Am I still clear? Am I still audible? Am I still clear? Am I still audible? Am I still clear? Am I still audible? Please, if I am still clear, if I'm still audible, just let me know in the comment section. All right, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Esther. All right, thank you. Yeah, thank you. All right. So now permit me to talk outside my slide. We will still come back to the slide, and I'm sure that by the time I come back to the slide, you would be able to make sense of it. Right? Now, pricing is a key part of any product you're building, right? You're building your products for whatever organization with the aim of making profit, right? I think was it Jumoke or someone reached out to me trying to find out how they can go about pricing for a certain product that she's working on. Now, you might want to pay attention to this now. I know I've tried to, explain a bit to you, but then if you're on this call, you might have to pay attention now. So now the goal of your product is to make profit, right? You want to make profit of that product. Now, you don't just want to build product. You want to build your product and make some profit of it. So you want to consider pricing. You understand? Now, one of the ways to consider pricing, right? You think about certain things. Certain things. I've always told you that my take with product all the time is that there's really no field that is virgin, right? There's really no field that is virgin. It's either someone is doing something directly, who is a direct competitor with you, or there is someone doing it but not directly. The person is an indirect competitor, right? So one of the quickest way to go about your pricing, right, is to actually look at what the market is saying. You understand? For example, we have Asana rather, we have Jira, we have Notion. They are all project management tools, right? Now, let's say you want to build your own and you call it Titilope. Now, one of the quickest way to know how to go about your pricing for Titilope would be to see what we have in the market. You understand? I'm intentionally starting off that first. Look at the price range in the market. The price that every of these competitors have placed on their market, right? You look at that, then you take that and use that to judge your own pricing. Now, that is not the most important thing, but that's one of the quickest way you can determine the pricing for the product you are building. Do you get? Okay. So another thing you want to consider is, the cost, the operational cost, right? The cost of running your product. Do you get? Now, does the product come with some extra costing? Do you have to pay for, cloud? Do you have to pay for certain charges for you to be able to keep this this software running? Now, you have to also consider all of those. Because at the end of the day, you want to build your product so that it's able to cover its own cost, then able to cover your profits. You understand? In considering the operational costs, right? You want to also you want to consider the cost it will take you to acquire one user. All these are part of the operational cost, right? I know I'm saying too many things, but let me calm down and come again. So I have said to you that the first one of the things you will consider when you want to go about pricing your platform, right? One of the things you consider is what the market is saying, the pricing of your competitors, right? The pricing of your competitors. Now, the second thing you want to consider, in no specific order, right, is the operational cost. Now, because at the end of the day, when you have taken the cost, how much it costs you to acquire one user, how much it costs you to maintain the platform. Now you are able to now decide, okay, oh, this is the amount I want to charge, and I will still be profitable as much as I'm able to also, the product is able to cater for itself. You understand? A lot of time, let me now give you a quick example. We built a product, right? And at the end of the day, the model we used, and this was quite some early stage of my career, the infrastructure we used was quite costly, right? Was quite costly, and we are having to pay. So the business was bringing in about $400 per month. Right? I was bringing in $400 per month, but the cost for cloud and all of these things was already churning into like $1,500. Obviously, we are not making profit, right? We are not making profit. So we had to think about it that, you know what, these things that we did not consider at the time we went out, can we just come back and consider it? At the end of the day, we had to switch from certain providers to the other, so that we can actually make some profit, and the cost the amount is going to take us to maintain 15,000 users will be the same it will cost us to maintain 10 or one user. You understand? So it is very important that you look into all of those things before you determine your pricing, right? You don't want to put a price that will not favor you. Now, for example, it will cost you maybe to get one user, it's going to cost you like 10 naira, right? It's going to cost you like 10 naira, and you're already charging one user, right, 1 naira to access your platform. At the end of the day, by the time you have just 5 users, you're already at loss. So some of these things are things that you consider before you think about your pricing, right? You think about the operational cost. You do a survey, right, in the market to see what usually it will cost for people to access similar platform. Now, the reason why I'm saying this, right? A lot of times I usually think that maybe this is just me that is just thinking the way I'm thinking. Until one day, one of the providers I use for ID validation, right? ID validation and all this biometric validation. They have their commercials. They have how they charge for us to use their services, right? So someone came in and tried to talk to me that they want us to buy into their product and use their service, right, for the same ID validation that that this other party is offering us. And one of the things the guy was trying to find out from me was the cost was what this other party was charging us, right, to access their service. You understand? He wanted to find out. In fact, he went as far as telling me to share the commercials of this other party with them. You understand? So that they can use it to juxtapose and adjust their own pricing, so that they can go to the market with a better pricing, right? With a better pricing, and sell their market. So, and I've come across this a lot of times through my journey. And it's something I've also done, you know. Um, and it's not a crime. Like, it's not a crime. You want to see what the market is saying. For example, he wants to know the idea of what I don't want to mention the name of these organizations. What this one charge, right? To be able to to access their platform. So it's a normal thing to know what the market is saying, so that you can do your costing. I remember we were building a project management software, right, in one of the UK organization I worked with. Now, the reason why we were building that software at that time was because there were some additional feature that we felt that would be useful for people to use, right? And one of which is you can easily alert people that they have a task that they are to do, which they have not attended to, and I feel that's not really common with most of the project management too. So one of the ways we went about the pricing, right, was I had to do a survey. I saw the cost for Jira. I looked for cost for all of these other platforms that were doing almost the same thing as we're doing, and then we had. Now this is it. Sometimes don't overthink it. When you are to determine pricing, you don't do it yourself, right? In fact, in certain organizations, in enterprises, right, there are certain people who their duty is to work with you to know what pricing best fit rather. You understand? Now, their job basically is to make sure that the organization make profit. Those guys are majorly in the commercial sector of the organization. So you don't have to overthink it. Yours is just to do your research, find out what it costs other people to actually find out the cost other people are offering in the market, right? Go to your commercial guys. But if you're if you are lucky enough to work in a startup that does not have that, maybe you have to work with your CTO, your whatever stakeholders. I mean, your CTO too might not even know. Work with your CEO or whatever stakeholder you feel will be able to help you, right? Do your research, know what the market is saying, then you are able to come up with a price. Am I clear? Am I still making sense? Am I still making sense? If I'm still making sense, let me know. If I'm not, let me recap so that will make sense. I'm looking at the comment section. Okay, thank you, Praise. Thank you. Thank you, Fumilayo. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Let's shoot then. Let's go ahead then, since I'm still making sense. So there's another thing you want to consider, right? So, and this happens a lot of times. A lot of time, right? People will patronize you based on their perception, right? Right? Based on their perception. You understand? So a lot of times you might want to work on the psychic of people. I'm not training you people to be you, you understand? So let me give an example. Just recently, I was working on a product that wants to come to the African market, right? And that's because not many not many not many people had looked to tap into the African market for this particular product, right? uh I don't want to tell you what it is, but then so this organization, of course not a Nigerian organization looking to come into Africa, thought that. Now let me now tell you what we did. It's simple because I'm really at the center of that conversation. I had conversations with top people, right? Like top brokers in the country. I had conversations with I don't want to mention their name, sorry. Pardon me. I don't want to get into trouble. I had conversation with this set of people, right? And all I am doing in that conversation was to find out why they think that why they have adopted some of these solution providers they have adopted. I also tried to find out. I worked on their mind to find out what these other people are offering them, right? I now, based on our conversation, I've figured out one of the issues and the challenge they are having, right? They are having. So I now told them that, what if you have this and this, right? Will you be able to, what are you willing to offer? What are you offering these people? And what are you willing to offer, right? To have this and this. Now, Stylishly, I told them that, you can offer. I'm not a bad person, but I told them that we can offer them this plus this, right, at even a lesser amount. Now, I painted the product is not ready, it's not live. All I just did was I came up with a simple prototype, right? A simple prototype that I was using, that I was sharing with them. Now, this prototype is what I would share with them, walk them through how the app would look like, and some of the things they would enjoy using the app. Now, the reasons for this is I'm trying to work on their mind so that they can perceive this product as the end to their problem. Now, at the time I tell them that I want to charge them so and so amount, it will be hard for them to back out. It will be hard for them, to say no, because why? I have showed them in their mind, mind you, I told you this product is not even ready, right? But in their mind, they are seeing this product as already ready and the end to their product, to their problem. Meanwhile, I was using the prototype just to get information from them so that I can take it back to my internal team to build what they want. Now, I know that they are in their need of what I am building, then I can give them pricing that they would not be able to resist. Do you get? Do you get? Do you get? Now, it's simple. Let me give another example. Pricing generally, forget about product. Pricing generally, right, is simple psychology. Now, you see someone who does not have a big shop, right? He does not have a big shop. He sells a shirt for you, sells this shirt for you for 5,000 naira, right? You still say, okay, this thing is too. Why would I buy 5,000 naira? But now you see a big store that is well lit. You now perceive that, oh, this store is original, it's the best, right? You enter that store and they tell you this shirt is 15,000 naira. Meanwhile, the shirt outside is the same quality as one inside, but you chose to buy this one inside. Now, sorry to break your heart, just by digression. A lot of times, okay, don't let me go there. Don't let me go there. Don't let me go there. So, psychology, right? Perception also helps you influence, influence the customer buying decision, and it also helps you with your pricing strategy. So as I was saying, so part of what I did with that prototype was giving them a list of things that are available, giving them what I should go there. Giving them what is available, what is obtainable, just so that I can work on their mind, and they are so in their need of my platform. In fact, I went ahead to create a waiting list. You don't want to know the number of these people who had subscribed to the waiting list, waiting to see this product. And the product might not be out until the next 2-3 months. Do you get? But then I've already worked on their mind, and they are earnestly waiting to adopt my product. You understand? I just wanted to yap people. So don't worry. So for me, for example, okay, let me yap myself. I went to, if you ask me to go to Yaba or all these Oshodi, I'm gonna pick up my frame. I have this perception in my mind that those guys can't say what is strong, what is okay for me. So I'd rather go to order somewhere else and get a frame. Until one very day, would the product be useful for you, Vivian, you that want to join waiting list? So I ordered for this product. I saw other products and I was like, nah, these people cannot sell good product for me. So I ordered for, it was my frame, my glass frame, right? My glass frame. So I saw like frames around 4,000 naira. It wasn't necessary to name the price. I saw those frames. I was like, no. Okay, they are not here. Don't worry. They are not here. They don't have any business with you. All right. So I saw the frame for like some price range, and in my mind, I had an idea of what it would cost me to get a good frame, right? I yanked it off. I now went to order from this well-packaged Instagram store. So I ordered for like I got my frame for like times. Now I had a perception like yeah, it's just simple psychology, right? I just feel like this person can give me the best. I paid for almost times 5 or times 6 of what I would have paid this regular person. Just listen to me, Million Christiana. Listen to me. We'll go back to the slide. Listen to me. I paid like times 6. At the end of the day, it was a case of what you ordered versus what you got. And I went back to that store that I shanked. I went to buy. I saw the same frame that I refused to buy. I saw the same frame that I bought, and what they had, the same thing. And funny how I was even more pained. So I paid times 6 for something I could just pick at a cheaper price. So that's where that is all. Be careful. I don't have money. I just wanted to buy something good, my second eyes. So that's just, how it works with pricing, right? That's how it works with pricing. Are we clear? Are we still getting it? All right. So, all I'm saying is that about the perception is that the perceived value, right? Customers would usually pay, right? They'll usually pay based on the perceived value, right? At the end of the day, I had to dash out the frame because I was really angry. I had to go and buy another one. So, right, people will pay based on their perceived value, on the perceived value. So if they see your product, now I feel like a lot of people are switching to ClickUp, right? I might be wrong. I've not done any this thing. But ClickUp, right? ClickUp is a project management software, just like Asana, just like Jira. But I feel a lot of people are switching to ClickUp. Why? Because I think ClickUp comes at a lesser cost, and we have this perception about ClickUp that ClickUp is, because in fact I had a side project I was working on. I set up Asana for them for that project. But could you believe that the owner of that product was telling me, let's use ClickUp. He gave his reasons why he wants to use ClickUp. So when a customer perceives your product as good, as better, it might influence their buying decision. Do you get it? It might influence their buying decision. So one of the things that you want to, think about when you're thinking about pricing, like I've mentioned, the value you're giving to your customer, right? Find out how much they're willing to pay. Christiana, hold on, listen to me. You would see the screen. I think the screen is not even as important as what I'm saying right now. Just listen. I would zoom out the screen and you would see. So yeah, ClickUp is also is a project management tool similar to Asana, Notion, Jira, right? They are project management tools. So, but ClickUp is really interesting. They have this AI integrated in their platform where you can just generate. Don't let me open our financial side here. All right, so some of these things influence, pricing for your softwares, right? The customer perception, how much value you think they can get from your product, the cost of operation, right? You, you know, yes, based on value, yeah, cost of operation, and is very, very important. It's very, very important. It's a key determinant, right? No, don't let me open it, because if I open, I'll be opening myself. I'll be opening my own yash too. All right. So I didn't add this to the slide, but let me just say it, right. Part of the operational cost, right? You want to know how much it will cost. I think I've mentioned it, to acquire customers. You understand? You know, you want to make sure that your pricing, right, helps you acquire customers, but then its impact on your profitability is also very important. Be sure that you want to make profit. Now, this is it. Now, for one user, if you charge a certain price, acquire them at a certain price. For a number of users, it might not be profitable. But when you have like 10,000 users, now you might have your business might be in a model such that the cost of acquiring one is the same cost to acquire 10. So for a starter, you might put your pricing at a place where maybe it's not favorable for you at that point, but over time, you know that when you acquire this certain number of users, it becomes profitable, right? So you have to consider all of these things. You understand? Another thing that is very important that we usually would not talk about is you want to find out, the customer lifetime value. What do I mean? There's a total revenue that you expect from a customer, right, over their lifetime. Hmm? So I'm thinking of how I'm going to make it simple because I don't want to say this too much English. There's just too much grammar, but I'm trying to beat it down. You must structure your pricing in a way that it will retain your customer for a long time. You understand? Structure your pricing in a way that it will retain your customer for a long time. Now, I'm going to tell us the different model, the different way we structure pricing for software service. But then I'm still talking about, part of some of the factors you should consider when you're thinking about pricing, right? You want to structure your pricing in a way that for the next 10 years, your customer is convenient using your platform, right? And they're convenient paying whatever token you're asking them to pay. You are profitable, right? Your business is profitable and everybody is good. You understand? So don't let me dwell too much on that, right? Don't let me dwell too much on that. So, let me just give you this extra. You want to consider the churn rate because the truth is either you like it or not. Most of the time, not everybody that comes on your platform will remain on your platform for life. So even after they have left, you still want to be able to run your business. So you also have to make plans for that. That okay, fine. We're looking to acquire. Now this is the limit. We have a benchmark of 10,000 users. The business gets profitable when we have 10,000 users. Now, what is the cost for acquiring 10,000 users? Now, okay, churn rate. Churn rate is simply the fall off, the rate at which people stop using your platform, the rate at people stop subscribing to your platform. That's the churn rate. Now, you have to project that, okay, fine. Now we have 10,000 users. Over the next 5 years, maybe 1,000 of them will not be using this platform anymore. How do I keep this platform profitable? Now, some of these things must be put in place, must be considered, when you want to go about your pricing. All right, let me just hang it there, right? Let me hang it there so that we can, make some progress. Okay. Now, I am sure that a lot of us, wait, let me see if I can open up one platform like that and just show us what I'm saying. Let me see, MailChimp, so that I can easily corroborate everything I'm trying to say. So I'm sure that a lot of us, we have seen platforms where you see the different packages they have. They tell you basic, they tell you this, that, and all of that. Okay. Just hold on. I'm trying to open up uh, one platform that can give us insight into. Okay. So let me know once you can see my screen. I'm trying to share Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me share. So that so how many of us have seen something like this? Standard, you know, premium. Okay, this is it. Premium, standard, essential, free. How many of us have seen something like this? How many of us? If you have seen something like that, let me know. How many of us have seen something like this? So, okay, good, great. Thank you, Duro. So this is typical pricing, right? This is typical pricing. You can see that from this, I'm able to explain, I will be able to explain, the different models, like the most popular ones, like we have. Now you see now they have premium, they have standard, they have essential, they have free. Now this is a model of pricing. Now I was talking about the first model I have in my slide, which is the freemium, right? The freemium model is usually, you know what? Come and access this platform for free, right? You understand? Now you have an option to upgrade to a paid tier later. Hmm? So a lot of times you want to agree with me that a lot of people who have started adopting. Thank you, right? Okay, it's almost paid. Thank you. You are seeing this. So this is what we're talking about. This is what we've been talking about since pricing for SaaS. You understand? So I was talking about the first the first model, which is the freemium, right? And I'm sure that a lot of us have seen that model a lot of times. Even Canva has that. Yes, they have the freemium. Now the freemium is one way. Some people don't send you. Some people from the first day you start to use their platform, you have to pay. But then this freemium model is one of the model that a lot of people, a lot of SaaS platform is adopting. And what it simply means, what freemium means is, you know what? Come and have a taste of our product. When you have a taste of our product, you can now upgrade. There are certain things you cannot access using this our suite platform. But we want you to have a taste of our platform so that when you get so used to our platform, you cannot leave it again. Thank you, Spotify. Oh God, you people are giving me joy. Now this is one of the ways, this is one of the models where they that they use to adopt users. In their early phase, you want to bring a lot of people on your platform, right? So they adopt you. Now, for example, Spotify, like Becky have said, now Spotify will give you free access, but then they will not be giving you ad in between. Now, the end goal for them is that at the end of the day, when you get tired of it, maybe you're trying to impress your fine girl. You have been trusting the Lord for this sister, and God just showed you this sister, and you guys were going together. You guys were just blasting one beautiful song. You guys were in the mood, and you just see this ad. Welcome to Spotify. Just pause the old mood. You'll be like, no. This can't be happening. I want to enjoy premium. But then you have had a taste of their sweetness. You want to pay so that you wouldn't have someone to spoil that your mood again the next time. You get so the freemium model is telling them, come and see that the Lord is good. Then you make your decision. Come and have a taste of our platform, then you make your decision. Right? All right. So like you can in fact YouTube self now, YouTube wants to make money now. Everybody wants to make money off their platform. So the freemium model is very popular. They use it all the time so that they can first of all adopt you people. At the end of the day, when you get so used to the platform, you wouldn't have a choice but to use their platform, right? So we'll be going on a break by 8 p.m. But let me recap right? So the freemium model is a model that is usually adopted um, so that they can bring in users first to access the platform for free, and they can later upgrade. You understand? For example, MailChimp, right? MailChimp, for example, will give you access to their platform. You're able to send mails to like 2,000 users. You're able to do a number of things on their platform. But when your business starts to grow, maybe you now have more than 2,000 contacts that you have to send mail to. You wouldn't have a choice. One, because you're already used to MailChimp, you're already used to the platform, you're already enjoying the platform. You have to pay for subscription to access, their premium. First off, you want to take up that their logo, that their monkey logo, and put probably maybe your business logo. So you want to pay for that. You want to send mail to maybe 4,000 users, 5,000 users. You have to pay for a plan. But initially, the freemium model is for you to come and see that the Lord is good. Do we get that? Are we good? Are we good on that? If you are good, let me know. 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 So the first model is the freemium. We have different models, but then we'll just touch point on the popular model, right? So are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Do you get it? All right, great, 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 great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So I mean, it's really great for attracting new users, right? For driving adoption. Maybe you are new to the market and you want people to come on your platform. You want to get new users, so you sell that freemium model to them. Come and see that the Lord is good. Come and see we are good. We are good people. Now, don't mind me. I like to say a lot of stories, and I mean it's not my fault. So, we were building a platform. Let me say the story in 3 minutes. I think I've once told you about the platform for board of directors to do their meetings, evaluation, and all of that. So that platform, but when we're done with that platform, one of the first thing we did is we gave board of directors free access to this platform, right? We gave them access to this platform to use so that they were able to use it. We gave them like access to it for like 1 month for free, or a, some months for free, so that they can just come and see that the Lord is good. They see that when they saw that they could do their video calls, do their evaluations, do their surveys, do their trainings, send out invites, and all of those things. Like we had a fusion of a number of things. They didn't have a choice than to use that platform. They had to just adopt our platform because they were enjoying doing all of those things on our platform. When they see that God is good, they see He's sweet. It's just like giving a baby. You are giving that baby, come and take lollipop. The baby has so enjoyed the lollipop, and you want to take it from him. You know, at all costs, he wants to get back the lollipop. That's how it works. That's how the freemium package works. So let me give you access for free. Come and taste some of our goodies. When you are so lost in that goodies, you wouldn't have a choice than to want to maintain the goodies. You understand? So they saw it was you know platform they were using before, but what they were just using that platform solely was for surveys. But they are seeing it all in one platform where they can do video calls, they can send in surveys, they can even evaluate each board of directors, they can manage their documents, they can what's that word now? Highlight document annotations. They can do annotations on their document in that same app. They had no choice to pay, and that's one quick way to win people, one quick model to win people over. All right, so I will leave you guys to go and drink water on all we have said. You understand? Go and drink water. Brood on it. We'll come back when it's, I think, 5 minutes after 8. All right. All right. Welcome back. Welcome back, my people, my friends, and my family. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Type welcome to know you are still with me. Oh. Type welcome in the comment section. Let me know that you are still with me. Okay. Let me, Duru, you have a question that you've seen some product that says use their product for free and no subscription base. The question is, so the truth is, me myself, I've asked that question because it's part of the questions that I ask. So I've seen, so there's no way a product would be and it wouldn't make profit except if they are making profit and that bit is not their major means of making money. You understand? So let me give a quick example. I know a platform that would say that come and use my platform, but I don't charge you. But at the end of the day, the cost of, okay, it's an, for example, there's an e-commerce platform that tells you that at no rate, blah blah blah, subscribe, come in at no rate. But the truth is, you discover that their product is a bit pricey, right? A bit pricey. But then they are not putting it at your face that pay me. But indirectly they are getting money. Some product will tell you to come and use their product for free. Probably they need your data. But just know that a lot of times, yeah, transaction fee too. Transaction fee is a bit they can use. There are different. See, when it comes to pricing, there are certain experts, right, that helps to develop certain models to which they will make profit. Just know that no company starts without wanting to make profit. You understand? So sometimes it might be the data they are getting from this end that they are using for another thing. It might be, for example, I was to buy something somewhere, and the integrities, delivery fee, normally you're supposed to pay some amount of money to get it across to your end and all of that. But these people were saying for free, you're not getting anything. I don't know, their price made sense, right? To be fair, their price made sense. But when I dug deeper, I found out that getting that product directly from the company is way lesser, because they are actually an wholesaler. Then they now sell it to you at the normal market price, and you feel like they are not making profit. But the truth is they have put some money on top, right? So there are a lot of ways. Nobody is in business to do Father Christmas. Just know that. Some people, when you see ads, some people ask you to watch ads. Do you know that ads, right? Ads is one way to generate money on platform. Some people will just tell you for free, but you can buy coins. Coins. Now, how do I know this? Because I was thinking through a model, and I was thinking through how I'm going to make money through that model. So I was doing a bit of research. I started to find out some of these things. So, sorry again, I have to make an example. I was working on a gaming app, right? We're building that gaming app, and one of the ways we make money from that gaming app, people download and install the gaming app. It's a trivia game app. So they play games, they do all of that thing, and you know, in their mind, they're having fun. And we also have this reward system. Anybody that tops the leaderboard, we pay them some amount of money, right, for topping the leaderboard. Maybe at the end of the week, you top the leaderboard, we can give you like 10,000 naira, 20,000 naira, depending. I think that time we reduced it to 15,000 naira. So they think that they were on the platform making money, but they didn't understand that there were other ways we were making money off them. Now, there's a certain number of levels you can play, and it will be locked. You have to wait for another cycle of time to be able to move to the next level. But if you want to continue to play, you either watch video ad, right, or you buy coin, right? When you watch that video ad, we are actually making money. But to you, you think you're just watching video ad. But from our own end, we are making money off that video ad. You get? If you buy coin, we are making money off the coin you buy. So we are not giving you free money and you're not playing our game for free. We are actually getting your data, you know. That's one. We are getting your data, one. Two, you are watching ads and we are getting paid for the ads you are watching. You understand? People that have the ads that is running through our app, they would anyway. Don't let those are some of the secrets that people don't know. You are paying for ad, you are buying coin, we are still making money off you. So even though we can't see the model that they use, they are actually making money. Although there are rare cases where organizations just don't want to make money off a certain product because they have a major product that is actually making money for them, or they just want early users, right? They just want to adopt users, right? So before you skip ad, you would have played for a bit before you skip ad. Before you skip the ad, you would have played for a bit. You see that bit is all we need. You understand? That bit is all we need. We don't need too much. Before you skip it, you would have seen a bit. And this model, we have used this severally. I remember when we were working on a project with Lagos State government was trying to have their BRT, to have more spots in their BRT bus stations, right, where users can connect to the internet. One of the ways we give people free 15-minute internet access is through ad. They watch ad videos. You will see the option to skip because you can't impose it on you. But before you skip, you go don't see them for some minutes. If you want to, so I mean, don't worry. Immediately you close, you have made money. It's either the people providing the ad is paying us a certain token, or you see that minute that it takes to be direct to you to see it. So I mean, it's just a lot. So Vivian is asking which ad. So which data rather. So your name is data. Your phone number is data. You understand? Those names, those informations we get from you, they are actually enough data that can be used to train certain models, right? They can be used. So your name, all of these things are, people sell names, people sell emails, people sell some of these items for money. All right. It's just the informations we have, your informations that we have. Your informations we have. Thank you, Duro. That's data. All right. How does WhatsApp generate revenue? I go and study their model, you'll find out the way they generate revenue. But just know that Meta is a very profitable, is a very profitable business. They make billions of dollars. All right. So don't let us dwell on how how revenues are generated. We can have like a separate class, maybe a separate section, and we just take case studies from oh boy, I'm star people. Anyway, don't let me delve into that. I was laughing at everybody who were doing tap tap. But don't worry, don't worry. You guys gave me even more reasons to scorn you after the whole. We'll talk about all of that later, maybe outside this class. Don't worry. Let's just continue. Let's just continue. Oh my god. All right, so nobody is here to run Father Christmas. Just know that. Just keep that at the back of your mind. No business wants to run Father Christmas, right? No business is out here to run Father Christmas. They might paint it to you as free, but is it really free? Is it really free? I mean, is it really free? Would you you hired staff? You want to pay them salary? You have operational costs, right? You have operational costs. You are paying for services. You are paying for you wouldn't do it for free. You wouldn't do it for free. You wouldn't do it for free, right? You wouldn't do it for free. Anyways, for newbies, they can go any length just to adopt users, just to get users on their platform, so they can even sell their destiny for free. But in the long run, they will find a way to monetize it, right? So maybe then they have investors' money, venture capitalists has invested in their businesses, and they have budget for marketing. They have budget for marketing, so they can pump in money to market to you, just to make sure that you can adopt their product. So that's just it, Sha. Let's stop at that and let's go back to to the course of our conversation. All right. Okay. So I want to go back to the slide. Let me know once you can see. So for some reasons, I'm feeling so fine and well. Oh, sorry. I think you guys have done it, sharing the wrong slide. Okay. All right. Just give me a moment. Why am I keep sharing the wrong slide? Okay. All right. My entire screen there. Sorry. Pardon me. You should not beat me. Okay, I believe you'll be able to see my screen now. All right. So another popular pricing model that we have is the flat rate pricing, right? So as said, right? As said, flat rate is flat rate. It means that there's a fixed price for every feature. If you like want to use one of the features, if you like want to use the old feature, you just have to pay. Pay once and you're fine. You understand? Pay once and you're fine. You get pay once and you are fine. There's no maybe freemium, there's no Oga, bring money and access the platform. Okay, the only feature I want to use is the video calling feature. Oga, bring money. If you like, don't use the other feature. Now let me give an example. I was telling you about the old what's it called now? The old all right, yeah. So I was telling you about the old board of director app that we built. Now it's a one-off thing. You understand? Just come. If our charge to use our platform is 5K, just come and pay 5K. Don't disturb me with I don't want training feature. I don't want evaluation. All I want is the video calling. Oga, bring your 5K. You go bring abi you no go bring. Flat rate. Like there is no everybody, everybody has access to the platform at the same price. You understand? So that's another popular model for pricing. You know, for recap, I said they have this freemium model, which is popular, flat rate pricing. Just come, Oga, bring money and access it. You want to use it, you don't want to use it. So just come and access our platform. You get so do we get it? Do we get it? Or do you want me to go right again? Do we get it or you want me to go right again? Examples of flat rate. Let me think. 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 I gave you an example already now, but it's just that the platform has not blown. Um, hmm, wait, oh, I should be able to remember before we go. Uh, don't worry, I'll give you an example before we end the class. I'm trying to search through the, you know, okay. All right. I think I even added some examples in the slide. Let me see. Did I? Oh, I didn't add for flat rate pricing. All right, but then I'll give you an example before I go. I think I should remember before I leave. So there's also this. So they have one fixed price for all their features. Why am I forgetting this thing? Okay, yeah, I think I have an example already. Um, Let me just take this as an example. Apple Music and all of this platform, they don't really have. Okay, I think Apple has family as YouTube, for example. There's a definite price for YouTube. You pay that price and you access their their platform. Just an example. That's I don't think that's a perfect example, but then don't worry. Before we go, I would remember one and I'll give you. So there's also this pay. There's this use-based pricing, pay as you go, right? They charge you based on usage. That one, I know. Do you guys know AWS? AWS. AWS. Have you heard about AWS before? Hmm? Amazon Web Service. Have you heard about it before? Okay, great, 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 great. All right. So Amazon Web Service is just a platform where you know where you build, you deploy your your applications. So this English is seeming too big. Okay, so AWS is like that place where after you have written your code, mm, you move the code, you deploy it to one infrastructure, mm, you build it. You understand? That infrastructure is what they call AWS. Thank you. Oh God, thank you, Duru. Oh, I love you. You just made it easy. A cloud storage application software. That's what AWS is. So it's pay as you go, right? It's pay as you go. AWS is pay as you go. The number of the number of data you have, the number of data you have is is proportional to you know what you will be charged, right? It's proportional to what you'll be charged. So that's why a lot of times in organization they look for one of the ways they look at how they can reduce pricing. I don't want to go into all of those talking about instances. You might not understand. Social AWS is an example of pay as you go. You understand? You are charged based on usage, right? The data you have consumed, the number of users is what they will charge you with. I think Slack too has this pay as you go service because I remember when I added some extra users. I think there's a basic number of users that you can add to Slack channel. I think I added some extra users, and my then boss was telling me that it was going to cost them some extra money. So, but then pay as you go is just like the amount you use is what you pay for. Just think of your meter, your prepaid. You understand? Just think of your prepaid. If you like, on your freezer, on your water heater, on your gas cooker. Mhm. It is pay as you go. You understand? Something will teach you. Something that taught me not to always turn on my AC again. That thing will still. All right. So that might be. So just the charges is based on usage, right? You know, in fact, I didn't know for AWS until something happened. Like some set of people act into what's it called? Act into our AWS account, right? And I had an idea of what it costs the company like every month for AWS, right? That month, they just told me that the organization is in recovery mode, that they've lost $3 because hackers have actually hacked into their system and was already, don't worry about that bit of the story. So it's just based on how you use it. You understand? All right. So I hope you get that. I hope you get that. Let me think of another platform that might be pay as you go. Or you know what? Let me do something. Wait first, oh, wait first. Don't let me be spoon feeding all the time. Okay, your assignment. Your assignment. Your assignment. Just that I've talked about. Just list 5 tricks that use the of that some software just go and find out find out what which 5 platforms softwares uses oh, can't you hear me, Ke? Oh, I'm breaking again. Oh wow, sorry. How about now? It should be better now. How about now, please? Okay, it should be better now. Don't mind me. I'm in one. Don't worry, don't let me expose my ash. But it should be better now. It should be better now. You can still hear me. I will come again about the okay. Thank you. It's better. So what I said is that you do me a favor, right? And that's your assignment. You see all this model I've talked to you about or talked you through the freemium, the flat rate pricing, the usage based pricing, the pay as you go model. List out like 5 different applications, softwares that use each of these models, right? Each of these models. No, I'm not. All right. Help me list out at least 5 each. Okay, let me recap again. So I am listing out the popular models that is used for pricing, right? I mentioned the freemium, right? I mentioned the flat rate pricing, and I told you what it is. I mentioned the usage-based pricing, the pay as you go, right? So I am saying that all of these different pricing I have mentioned. Now, for each of these pricing, list out 5 softwares that uses these models. Do you get that? Do you get my question now? Do you get my what's that word now? You get the assignment now. If you get it, let me know. Let me see in the comment section. Do you get me? Okay, great. So yeah, I think I remember now. For flat rate, there is this app called Basecamp. They charge $99. You might not even know it. Just go and do the assignment. You will know. Basecamp charges $99, and once you pay $99, you can access all their features, right? Their flat rate, $99, right? So the the other thing I will talk about is and I think that should be the last one we'll consider for this night is the tiered pricing, right? tiered pricing. And this pricing is just strictly based on feature, the features you have access to, the usage or the users, right? So you understand. So you are able to segment. For example, you some people will have access to Slack audio. Some might not have access to Slack audio. I think Slack is one perfect example of tiered pricing. So they have different pricing levels based on the features that you can access and all the number of users. So for Slack, Slack is fine if they also have freemium, although Slack also has freemium. So Slack is fine if you can come on their platform. You don't have to create channels that are too much, right? You can use their platform. So, but then if you want to have more than five, if you want to be in more than 5 channels, right? More than 5 organizations. Let me use that word. More than 5 organizations, right? There is a certain charge. There's a certain fee that comes with Slack that I know of. So if you want to have some amount of users on your platform, right? There's also an amount of fee. So uh, don't worry about that. All I'm saying is that for tiered pricing, right, there are different pricing level based on the features that you would have access to. You understand? Different pricing levels based on the features that you have access to or the things you want to do on that platform. Do you get? Do you get that? So that's tiered pricing. Just think of tiered pricing as okay, well, they charge me based on the features, the number of features I want to have access to, the number of users I want to have on the platform. That's that's literally tiered pricing. Do we get that? Let me see. Okay, I think I okay. Are we clear on that, please? Okay. So for Slack, like I was saying, for that tiered pricing, let me just let me just give us an example, right? For Slack has different tiers, right? You can access Slack for free. There's this their standard, there's this their plus and enterprise grid, right? So each of these tiers, right, they had more features and more storage. So whichever you are paying for, if you are paying for enterprise, it comes with a price and it comes with additional features and additional storage. Do you get? You get that's for tiered pricing. You understand? Flat rate, I'll give you an example. I said base camp, right? Base camp, is a single price for unlimited users. If you like, 1 million users want to access all the features, just pay $99 and you're fine. You understand? Pay as you go. I gave you an example of Amazon, right? They charge you based on how much you use. You understand? Your data storage. Yeah. Freemium. I think Dropbox is one example of that uses freemium model. You understand? So I mean, let me just hold it there. I mean, there are still a number of model that they use. There's this per user pricing, feature based pricing, hybrid pricing, a number of them. But we have talked about right the we have we have talked about the different popular pricing model, and I've given you some examples. So I would want to leave you to go and do your own bits, right? So let me just talk about something before we call it a day. Um, so it's okay to experiment with your pricing, right? It's okay to experiment with your pricing. And what do I mean? You have just built your product. Hmm? You have just built your product. When you have built your product, You want to find out what pricing is best for that product. So it's good to you can experiment, you can do your testing, right? So you can charge a certain amount of money and see the level of adoption, right? So based on the feedbacks you get from your customers, right? You can decide to you can decide to revisit your pricing. You understand? You can decide to revisit your pricing. So uh today you can just have this price point. Okay, I want to sell it. I'm not saying that I should be changing it like the way they change pepper price in the market, right? Um, you can play around with your pricing point. Maybe you wanted to charge $10 per usage. You just decided, okay, now for now, let me try $5, right? You know, when you are doing all of these things, but please, all those things I've mentioned, those factors, keep it in mind. So let me try $5. Okay, I will still be profitable with $5. Let me try $5 to see if people will come in. You can just move it to $5, right? And see how well people will turn up. If there's no difference between the usage in $5 and $10, you know what to do. I'm not saying you should do anything. So you can play around with your pricing, experiment with it, you know, analyze the conversion rate. Okay, how many people are using my platform at this price? Try to find out, will you use the platform if it's at this price? Knowing that you'll still make profit at that price. So, I mean, experiment with your pricing so that you can know what is best fit. You understand? So also know how well people interact with your platform, right? How customers interact with your platform. So you can make your decisions around your pricing when you understand how they interact with your, platform. So another thing that we usually do, I'm just trying to pick off some of the things that we've done over time. Another thing we usually do for pricing, right? We will sell discounts and promotion that we can, right? They have 25% discount if they register at so time. You understand? Um, Tell them you slash price. I've mentioned to you that their perception also determines, also influences the decision they make with buy. For example, that the so-called Black Friday, a lot of times, I might be wrong, but me, I have beef with Black Friday because I remember back then, I would always wait till Black Friday before I would buy stuff because Black Friday is said to be a day that they will sell things for free. Until one day that I now discovered that towards that their time for Black Friday, they shoot the prices of stuff up. They now do their discount and slash price to the actual amount that they have been selling it before that day they call Black Friday. I might be wrong, oh, that's my own feeling, and they hurt me. Mm. So I feel like introducing discounts, promotions, also are also things to consider when you're coming about your pricing, especially for people who want early adopters, people who are just going into the market, right? It's very, 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 very important. All right. What else? What else? I'm trying to think of anything I've not said, anything I've not mentioned. So we'll be going deeper. We'll still be meeting tomorrow, right? And I think we'll be able to, based off this foundation that we have set, we'll be able to dive deeper, right? Dive deeper. You understand? Dive deeper. Uh, so just go and do your Alright. Just go and do the assignment I gave to you and do a bit of read up so that you can ask questions. Uh, and of course, you know that you are free to ask me any question. It doesn't necessarily have to be my full name on LinkedIn. Okay. My full name is I laugh when I want to mention my name because I suspect Some people are going to break their teeth with my name. Okay, my name is Imeton Jesu Bamila. So you can just spy the screen and see the spelling of my name. So that's my name. Maybe I'm not laughing at my name. All right, so that's just the bit. So let me stop sharing my screen, and I'll just do like a quick recap. You understand? And I'll try to entertain a few questions, and we can call it a day. Yes, you can combine different pricing model, right? Yeah, sure. So let me stop sharing my screen and see if I can pick some stories I would share with you. You don't have to see my face. Thank you. I've seen it enough. All right, like I've said, I've told you that pricing is a bit, right? Pricing is a bit, and it's very important, right? Although depending on organization, sometimes product managers really, 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 really sincerely would not would not be the key determinant of pricing, right? There's certain people in the commercial side, in the business side, which you know who really knows better on what's profitable for the organization. But then a lot of times too, the product manager plays a key role in pricing. You understand? They play a key role in pricing. One quick example would be, and I've told you some of these things depends on whatever organization that you find yourself. So I've worked in a place where I have to work with people to determine what pricing would give to whatever platform we are trying to build. And I've also worked in a place where I've also worked in places um where what's that word now? Where I don't have to really bother about pricing. All I just have to do is tell them this is what we're building and what price do you think will be profitable for the organization, right? So having told them, giving them some data they need, right? Musumola, your Christine, I'm not skipping your question on purpose. Oh, there are too many comments here. Apologies. And I didn't even see your question, so there'll be no reason to skip your question. Musumola, that spelling is not correct. So it's spelled as EHINMETAN. EHINMETAN. So pricing is very important. So depending on where you find yourself, sometimes the bulk of thinking around pricing is not on you. You have the bulk of pricing is not on you. You have a team that does do that thinking for you, but sometimes it's still on you. You have to determine the price, and of course, you work in hand with them to know what's best fit for your product. Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, uh, people adopting your product, people using your product, the success is still on you. All right, thank you. Yes, yes. Creative by Maka. It's possible to change your pricing model. All right. Um, Chinyere and what's her name, Christine. That accusation is wrong, and I don't think I like that you accuse us. There are a lot of comments. We're focusing on what we're trying to explain to you, and we might not have that luxury to be checking comments. We are doing our best to check comments, and I don't think that anybody would intentionally want to skip your question. So I think it's bad to just accuse us that way. And of course, there's a platform, there's a way you can reach out if you have questions to ask. Even if we can't answer your questions on YouTube, you can always reach out to ask your questions. We would not intentionally skip your questions. right? There are number of comments, a lot of comments. By the time we leave your screen to go to another screen, we might miss your questions. And I think I'm doing my best to answer all the questions I'm seeing. I'm doing my best to also check to see if anybody is asking questions. Please, change around Christine. Um, Thank you for bringing it to my notice, but then I do not like the fact um, that you're so quick to accuse us on that. All right. So apologies for skipping your questions, but then it's not done on purpose. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your time on the class in class. And please, if your questions are not answered in class, you can ask research, right? You can reach out to a bit of research. We would always be happy to answer your question. I've had people in this same class who have reached out to me privately and personally, and I've answered their questions, right? I've had people who had called me and I've answered their questions. So why would I skip yours? Why would I answer questions of a number of people and skip yours? Why? 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 So the assignment, the assignment is that for each of the models that I have mentioned, list out 5 applications or softwares that have adopted any of this model. For example, the flat pricing, list out 5 softwares that you know that adopt that model. For what's that word now? For tier pricing, list out five um five software or application that adopt that model. For anyways, for the list of all the models we've talked about, just try to mention 5 different softwares or applications that uses any of those model. All right. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. We'll see tomorrow, same place, same time, same station. Uh, Created by Maka, please. Don't make me laugh. Oh my god. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Chinere. You want to have an understanding of what the slide was about. The slide was about the class. It was us talking about, you know, SaaS pricing, right? Model, right? That's what the class is about. All right. Thank you very much. And that's what the slide is about. So thank you very much, everyone. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful night rest and be good.